The truth is, every generation has its own heroes. Every generation has its legends. Today, however, I am not here to decide. I think I have a ball somewhere because Mbappe, we're talking about people. So we're in football season, right? I play football sometimes. And I want to tell you what's happened to my boots, because that's what I wanted to begin today. Alright. So I came to tell you about one goal. I came to tell you about what?
One goal.
Not just any goal. So we're going to get into a little history. So you love Lionel, and you love Ronaldo, and you love Mbappe, and you love who else? Neymar, alright? Can you hear all your names? Alright. Big up your big whoever you're cheering. Alright, so one goal. A goal that many football experts, commentators, and millions of fans voted. It is called the goal of the century. It is called what?
Goal of the century.
So you know football, you must know the history. As I reflected on that goal, I realized something. It perfectly illustrates your gradation theme. What's your gradation theme? Wait, so we're excited about the football part, but we don't remember gradation theme. Come on. Remember, you over here, and I'm not hearing you. What's the theme for the gradation? Reflection, excellence in motion. You over here? I like a side here, but I want like a side here. Alright, because excellence never stands still. Who agree with me? Excellence moves. It moves through discipline, it moves through preparation, it moves through courage, it moves through resilience, it moves through character. Then one day, the world notices. That brings us to June 22. That's my daughter's birthday. But it was before her time. June 22, 1986. Which year are we going back to? Because we said reflection. That was a reflection. So we're going back to June 22. So the FIFA World Cup quarterfinal. Argentina people? It was Argentina versus England, 1986. This was no ordinary football match. Only 4 years earlier, the two countries had fought the Falklands War. The emotion surrounding this game extended far beyond football. The stadium was filled like how we have this room filled today. You know how football goes, people supporting that for years now. Millions around the world were watching. Every single pass mattered. Every single pass. Every decision mattered. Then came one of the most controversial moments in football history. Diego Maradona leaped into the air with England's goalkeeper. We're going to use our imagination now. I could have put it on the screen, but we say, you know, we're imaginary. We have great imaginations. So this guy, Diego Maradona, he leaps into the air and he's about to score.
Oh, yeah.
England's goalkeeper is right there. Instead of heading the ball, but he punched it into the net with his hand. Everybody know what, right? Hands. And if your hands, it must have got through, right? But back in those days, there were no cameras to capture it, and the referees missed it. And so the goal stood. You can imagine how England side felt at that time? I don't say it's Brazil, somebody tried it with Brazil. What did I do? I don't know how much I know it. Alright. So instead of heading the ball, he punched it into the net with his hand. The referee never saw it and the goal stood. Years later, Maradona famously described it as a little with the head of Maradona and a little with the hand of God. To this day, football fans still debate that goal. Some defend it, others condemn it. And if you Google it, you will see the hand of God. That's what they call that goal. Anyways, that's not what we're focusing on. It remains one of the most controversial goals ever scored. Yet something remarkable happened only 4 minutes later. 4 minutes. I don't know how long 4 minutes is in a football game. Maradona received the ball inside his own half, right? You can imagine that. Remember what your own half looked like, right? And when he received it, what happened next lasted only about 10 10 seconds. Yet those 10 seconds will become immortal. He turned, accelerated. The first defender came. He beat him. The second defender came. He glided past him. The third defender lunged. He was gone. A fourth tried to stop him. He couldn't. The fifth defender stood in his way. He passed him too. Are we visualizing it? This man is going down from his house, coming down, heading for the goal. Maradona calmly rounded the goalkeeper when he rushed forward, and with remarkable composure, he rolled the ball into the empty net. The stadium erupted. Penalty? Penalty? Commentators shouted in disbelief. Millions of viewers rose from their seats. Years later, the FIFA fans voted it the goal of the century. It wasn't because it was controversial. It wasn't out of luck. But it wasn't because it happened in a World Cup. They called it the goal of the century because it was the perfect picture of excellence in motion. It was a perfect picture of what? In motion. Ladies and gentlemen, that goal was not created in 10 seconds. Hello? I told you that it took him about 10 seconds to get down to the goal. But I want you to pay attention to this part. That goal that he scored, it did not say happen in a, it was not just a 10-second moment. The world applauded what happened in a moment. What they did not see were the thousands of hours of training. The endless practice, the discipline, the sacrifices, the failures, the determination, the preparation. The crowd celebrated the performance. History rewarded the preparation. Graduates, there is a lesson in that. Let me say that again. The crowd celebrated the performance, but history rewarded the preparation. It's 40 years after the fact, and that goal still stands as the goal of the century. People often celebrate your success without ever seeing your struggle. They will applaud your achievement without understanding your preparation. Come August, when the distinctions are rolling out, everybody's going to be happy and celebrating. And they're celebrating, you know, because they're graduating. But what a lot of people miss is the amount of sleepless nights, the struggles, the sacrifices that you went through. Goals are scored every single week. This goal became legendary because of everything that happened before the goal. The club, alright, I'm going to tell you about those. What happened is the close control, the balance, the acceleration, the decision, the execution, then the finish. The goal was simply the final chapter. Excellence had already been in motion.